Welcome back to Craft Chat. Today I want to talk to you about a hot clothing trend for the season, which is painted jeans. In Hollywood, the actress Blake Lively is considered a fashionista, and last year she paid $500 for a pair of hand-painted jeans. This year, the retail clothier Anthropologie has a full line of painted jeans in their collection. But why are we going to buy jeans when they're so easy to paint and they're fun to do ourselves? Let's talk our way through it. First thing you need to do is find a garment to paint. Now these jeans were not my best and they weren't my worst, so I thought they were prime candidates. But you should certainly consider a vest, a skirt, or a blue jean jacket. The next thing you need to do is answer a bunch of questions before you even start to do anything. And the easiest way to do that is to Google the topic painted jeans. Do it for no other reason than to see some of the brilliant artwork that's out there. But in doing so, you'll see exactly what you like and what you feel comfortable attempting to do. Here are some of the questions you're going to need to answer. For instance, if you're doing a pair of pants, you're going to want to question, do I want color on the front and the back, or only along the sides? Should the color stop at my knees or go all the way to my waist? Do I want one color, two colors, the rainbow, or I'm going to be ultra chic and do it in black, white, gray, and maybe a little metallic? Should I splatter paint and hand paint, or do a combination of both? And lastly, what's my subject matter? Is it going to be botanical, geometric, abstract, a portrait, maybe Van Gogh's Starry Night? So many things to think about. Keep looking at those pictures. It'll help you narrow down the choices and answer some of those questions. Every time I wear this pair of pants, I get asked a lot of questions and a lot of comments. Here are some of those questions. First of all, how did I do them? Well, my pants are a combination of splatter paint and hand painting. Splatter painting is by far the easiest method to choose. I simply took these pants out on a glorious day, laid them on the lawn, loaded up my paintbrush, and flicked the paint. I did the front, I did the back, then I hung them up and I let them dry. The best part about doing them outside is the next day my husband cut the lawn and all of my cleanup was taken care of for me. Now, you do want to remember that you're flicking paint, so do it on a day where there's no wind. The next thing is, what paint did I use? Now, there are paints that are specifically made for fabric painting. They tend to be pricey, and I might invest in them if I was doing that coveted blue jean jacket. But otherwise, I think they're a little overkill. I simply used what I had at home, which was latex house paint. This green color here happens to be left over from an accent wall in my house. Load up your paint, test it to make sure that it has good fluidity. If it's old paint, you may need to thin it out with a little bit of water. Make sure you mix it really well to make sure that you haven't overdone it. You don't want it to be too gloppy or too thin. You want to get these nice ribbons of color. Now you can keep using house paint, but after the splatter dried, I started to use craft paint. These came in these little bottles from Walmart. The secret here is to make sure that you buy multi-surface or all-purpose paint. These paints have been designed to do exactly what they say. They will paint on anything: wood, glass, plastic, fabric, etc. Plus, there's lots of different colors to choose from. If you want to stick with house paint, some of these little sample jars are great. It's not a big investment, the colors are endless, and there's more than enough paint here to do not only this project, but several other that you can think of. One of the other questions I get is, how do I care for these pants? Well, I don't. I throw them in the washer like anything else that needs to be laundered. These pants are 3 years old. This color is still solid and very vibrant. I'm actually waiting for some of this to dull out and mute. I think the pants will be extra great then. And the last question, of course, is, did you paint those yourself? It's so great to be able to say, yes, I did. And I want that for you too. So find a garment, do your homework, wait for that perfect day, and then have fun. Remember, this doesn't have to be perfect. I want you to be ready for spring and be very haute couture. Enjoy.